Hello lovely people, welcome to Locknock Security. This is a channel dedicated to everything cybersecurity and where your learning is the priority. Are you trying to ping one computer from another and the connection fails even though they're both on the same network? For example, I cannot ping the Windows virtual machine on the left hand side from a Kali Linux virtual machine on the right hand side, although they happen to be on the same network. You can see the IP address there and the IP address there and the same subnet mask. Traffic seems to be allowed in one direction but not in the other. So if I try to ping from my Kali Linux machine here, you can see traffic is not allowed because sent 3 packets, none has been received. Whereas if I try to ping from my Windows machine and going away from outside the network, then it appears to work. So traffic is not allowed in but allowed out. As you can see, traffic is allowed out but not allowed in. One of the reasons why that is could be because ping is disabled in a Windows firewall. This tutorial will show you 2 ways to resolve this and allow the block ping request in Windows 10 by making changes to the firewall configuration settings. A quick heads up, what is ping? Ping is a computer network administration software utility used to test reachability of a host on the Internet Protocol network. That's according to Wikipedia. This utility operates by sending ICMP echo request packet to the target host and waiting for an ICMP echo reply. But by default, most recent version of Windows, including Windows 10, shipping with the Windows firewall turned on and ICMP version 4 equal, i.e. ping, disabled due to security concerns. This utility can be misused for attacks, usually for denial of services. Thus, Microsoft decided to turn it off out of the box. This is really annoying because ping is a basic test of connectivity to a machine and one of the first tools administrators use in determining whether a machine is responding or not. Well, there are many ways to solve this network connectivity problem. The nuclear option is to turn off the firewall completely. However, that's not a sensible option for obvious reasons, as the system will be exposed to external threats and malware. We'll explore a tool solution next. If you're not a command line person, then the graphical user interface is, in my view, the easiest way to allow ping through the firewall in Windows. However, you should have administrative rights to enable or disable firewall rules. Here are the steps. Let's go through the steps together. If you tap Control Panel in the search section of your taskbar, and then click on System and Security, then click on Windows Defender Firewall. Here, if you're using a commercial off-the-shelf like Symantec, Norton, McAfee antivirus, then it might say something like, these settings are being managed by them, and essentially that will limit your ability to make some changes here. However, let's click on Advanced Settings, and it will bring up these windows. Then click on the Inbound Rules here, and then scroll down to File and Print and Printer Sharing. Is one there, and then that will bring up a pane on the far right. So if you click on Enable Rule, this option will allow ping from the firewall in Windows 10. Now let's see if I can ping the Windows 10 virtual machine from Kali. As you can see, I'm able to ping the Windows 10 virtual machine from Kali after enabling this rule. I've sent 8 packets, all 8 packets were received, no packets were lost. But if you think that is too broad a rule, then you can activate the predefined firewall rule that we've just managed only for restricted permissible IP addresses. Say, for example, you just want to permit the IP address from Kali, not just from any other IP address in the network. Let's move on to a second method. If you swear by the command lines, then this option is for you. You just need to run PowerShell or the command prompt with administrative privileges, and then just copy and paste the following commands in a shell. Okay, let's do it together. Well, I've disabled the firewall rule just to show you how it works using this method. So you can actually see when I try to ping this time, I simply can't get through to the Windows 10 using the ping command. As I say, if we just open a PowerShell with administrative rights here, and then you just copy and paste the command I showed you a minute ago in the slides. I've got a command here, and then you just run it. Okay, so that should have enabled it. So you can actually go back to your Kali Linux and see whether we can actually test Windows 10 this time. So if I run it, as you can see, I'm able to pin the Windows virtual machine using this method as well. That, my friends, are two of the better ways to safely allow ping through the firewall in Windows 10. I hope that it has saved you some crucial time. This tutorial is done. Finally, if you enjoyed watching it as much as I did delivering it to you, please subscribe to the channel. I will be back on more exciting tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.